Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all are having a good one. Not much going on around here. Pretty much same old stuff. Jack's right here at my feet, like he usually is. So we're ready to do this coffee session thing. Let's see who we got hanging out with us. Lonnie's here. He clocked in at 7:51 this morning. Good morning, Lonnie. If you're still here. Paul's here. Good morning, Paul. He says sunny Flushing, Michigan. All right. Don's here. Good morning. Marcelo's here. Good morning. David Davis says good morning from Virginia. Patchy frost this morning. All right. We haven't had any frost yet. I hadn't quite got that nippy. Let's see. Charles is here. He said good morning, Dave and Jack. Jack says hello. Appreciate the thumbs up. Gary's here. Good morning, Gary. Clyde is here. Good morning, Clyde. Kevin Ellis, good morning. Big George in the house. Good to see you, George. Let's see. Larry says, good morning. Today I pew a sign and hope all works well. Well, I hope it does too. I'm sure we'll see pictures a little later. Monroe's here. Good morning. Kenneth's in the house. Good morning, Kenneth. Lou says, good morning, all. It's a sad day on the farm today. My wife's lap buddy, BB, went to doggy heaven last night. She was 17 years old. Man, that is tough. But, don't know what to say. But if you got 17 years, that's a good while. That's a pretty good. I'm sure BB had a good life there for 17 years. Clyde says 1 and 2. All right, I guess he's talking about the printers. Yeah, if you noticed, I swapped some around. I don't know what I was thinking as I kept looking at that yesterday, and I had the new big one over here. And then I thought, well, that's kind of stupid because it looked kind of crowded. But now that I've got them where the big ones move back over here, there's plenty of room. Of course, the big one is sitting on the edge. But see, then I can put this one at the edge and just let that part kind of hang over. And so I thought, yeah, that's the way I need to do it. Because I knew when I'd measured that, I'm thinking, yeah, they'll all three fit on there real easily. And then when I put it on there and I moved, I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, it just seemed they fit, but it was a little crowded. And I'm like, well, now you can see I've got a lot of space between each one, so I can comfortably have them all going at once if I wanted to. So yeah, good spot there, Clyde. Oh, eagle eye. Let's see. George says, up here in Southeast Michigan, looks to be the last nice day this week. All righty. Solar Man's in the house. How you doing, Ryan? Rob is here. Good morning, Rob. Gary's says only 513 more coffee sessions to hit 1,000. I just don't know if we can hit that many. That's you think about it. We're at 587 right now, and I started doing these in, I believe it was October of 2019. Now I did take some breaks in there and stuff like that, but Oh, he says 413. Yeah. Yeah. That's still a lot. That's still a couple of years worth. Because I mean, you think about it, if I do one every weekday, uh, 5 days a week, and there's 52 weeks in a year, so that's what, 250 something, just to get a year. So 413, that's well, not quite 2 years, I guess, but a year and a half or so. So I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? I may not even be around that long. We don't know. Nothing's guaranteed anymore. Sean's here. Good morning, Sean. Lonnie says, we can't stop the coffee session. This is where all the cool kids go. Okay. Yeah. I can tell you what, though, all the cool kids don't leave a thumbs up, though. Some of them are slackers. Just saying. Just y'all always want me to keep doing these, but it's like I have to beg y'all to get a thumbs up over there on some of you. It don't matter. Hit the thumbs down. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference. Yeah, see, it jumped up now when I guilt y'all. Try to shame y'all into doing it. That's pretty bad. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Lucy's. Love the Harbor Freight workbench. I got the wife one for her birthday. Couldn't beat the price. Yeah. You know, Lou, sometimes they do a sale on these. I can't remember. I've had that thing a while. I bought that not long after I got my vinyl cutter. In fact, if I pull out those drawers, that's what's still in those drawers. A lot of the tools and stuff that I use when I'm doing the vinyl cutting. And if you look up underneath it on those shelves, there's the little heat press thing that you do the coffee mugs in. So I just left all that stuff on here and wheeled it in here. But I've got some masking tape and might even be a roll of vinyl or something down under there. But anyway, that's the table I used for that. But it works out better in here with these printers because those three fit on there pretty nice. So let's see here. Okay, so we've determined it's 413 more to go to get to 1,000. Well, y'all will just have to keep me motivated because this sometimes it's hard to get motivated to do much anything. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I noticed Rob's already commenting here about this. Said I notice you often take breaks from the coffee sessions around when the time changes. Much easier for me after the time changes when it is on at 7 instead of 6. Yeah, well, it's not just so much the time changes, but when the season changes and winter starts creeping in and all the leaves are gone and it's, starts getting cool and well, I say cool, cold to me because when it gets damp and cold, that's when it really gets me. And I tell you what, it's hard for me to stay motivated. I just count the days until spring when it finally hits. And I was just looking at the calendar of right before I went live here. And the election's November 8th, Tuesday, and 2 days before that on the 6th is when the time changes. And it's just something about the time change and I mean, it's already getting dark at like 6:30, and then they do that stupid time change thing. Yeah, I was waiting. As I said it, I was thinking that, and I was waiting for somebody to sing along. Little mamas and the papas stuff going on. But it's, but yeah, then they just one day it's dark at 6:30, and then they do the time change. The next day it's dark at like 5:30 or something. And it's just so depressing for me. I cannot stand wintertime. I just can't stand it. It it's one reason one of the reasons why I moved from Indiana is because I didn't like the snow and stuff. But even down here, I guess it doesn't matter where I'm at. When you have when it's wintertime, it's just so depressing because everything is cold, gets dark so early, the days seem so short and stuff. And it's just, I don't know, it's just hard for me to stay motivated. But you guys will have to keep my attitude right, I guess. If y'all keep showing up, we'll keep doing this, I guess. And if you leave a thumbs up once in a while. Okay, Lou says the wife uses hers for vinyl too. Okay. Yeah, they make a pretty good work. In fact, I actually thought, you know, I actually thought about, instead of swapping tables, I thought about just going and buying another one. But the only thing that stopped me from doing that is I didn't want to put it together, because that thing, I don't know, that thing was kind of hard to put together. It's heavy, and there was a lot more pieces than what I thought there was going to be. It's kind of like that IKEA stuff. And that's the thing. I thought, well, if I go buy another one, I'd have to put it together. So I'll just move them. And that other little table, it's back in there. And I really don't have much, because when this was in the other room, I had a laptop sitting on this end. Then I had one of those, well, I got one here, but you can't see. It's all covered up with stuff. One of those green mats like you use for when you're cutting, those self-healing mats. I had one of those right in the middle of that. And then on this far side, I had my heat press. But that other table that I swapped and put in there, it's only 4 feet versus the 5 feet that this one is, but it's deeper. So it still works out about the same. There's enough room for me to do. And I don't do vinyl cutting very much anyway. Once in a blue moon, when I want to make myself a shirt or something, I'll do it. But yeah, Sean's. Yeah, that's one thing though about me. I'm not dreaming about California. You can bet your ass on that. You can bet your ass on that. I'm not dreaming about California. David says winter's a good time to move inside and clean the shop. Yeah. Sean says I make the mornings better. Well, I don't know how. I don't really. I mean, you think about it. When you think about the whole concept of this thing, it's really kind of silly, isn't it? Because y'all come in here every morning. See, I'm making y'all look silly too. And watch me just basically talk to myself, because you think about it, that's what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself. And the sad thing is, that's what I do all day long, all day long anyway. Just talk to myself. I talk to Jack, but he's a really good listener, but he's not much on conversation. Are you, buddy? He's giving me the look. Coffee's good though. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. If there's 19 thumbs up and 16 on right now, what do they do? Just hit and run? It don't really matter. I kid you guys about the thumbs up, but it really doesn't matter. But I am thinking, if you're going to come in here every stinking day, like most of you guys do, I see the same people in here day after day after day. You should at least hit the thumbs up. That's the least you can do to support the channel. It's not like it makes any money, but it would help with the algorithm to possibly one day get it to grow where it would make money. But Like I said, I seriously doubt, because we've got 168 subscribers. I think probably in the last year we've got maybe 10 or 15 subscribers. So at that rate, I will be long dead before it gets to the 1,000. So, but anyway, let's see here. I'm missing stuff. Gary says, I wish I could move to the down under during winter. Yeah, I saw somebody that I'm subscribed to, and they're in Australia, and they posted a picture. And of course, it's spring, it's fall here, but it's springtime there. And he posted a picture of some flower blooming and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this is getting ready to be the depressing months for me. Sean's asking, did the table help with the sound? I don't really know. I think it will, because it's sturdier, and I'm sure it will absorb more of the sound. But I haven't really run anything since I've set them up back there. I can't really think of anything I need to run right at the moment. If you give me some ideas, I might run something, but I haven't. Yeah, Sean says, I moved from there, meaning California, the moment I got my layoff papers, and never went back. Yeah. You escaped. That's what you did. Larry says, Dave, I do too. I have a rare wife that doesn't talk much. That's rare. Okay, we got a scoreboard update here, folks. Let's get this in here. From Solar Man, he says, scoreboard parts update, 820 of 1,023 printed. So 103 more to go, if my math is right. Be done before you know it. Can't wait to see it hung and lit up, and that thing is just going to be so awesome. I'm so jealous. One, I'm jealous I don't have a big place, like you do, to put it, and the other is I'm jealous of that scoreboard. That thing is just way too cool. Way cool. Lonnie says, yeah, I'm tired of getting in trouble for coming home late, and I live alone. Yeah. I left to go. I thought, yeah, it's Monday. I probably shouldn't go get some junk to eat, but what the heck, I'm the boss of me. So I decided I would go and pick up some food. And as I was leaving, and a lot of I talk about talking to myself, but a lot of times there are days, even weeks, that I don't even go anywhere, So I got ready to leave yesterday, and there's a sign at the main road. Like mine's little street is a cul-de-sac. All these streets are dead end cul-de-sacs. So you drive out, and Wellington Drive is the main drive that runs out and then hits Lakedale Road. Well, I noticed as I get over to where I'm getting ready to turn on the Lakedale Road, and there's this sign, and I didn't read it at first, and then something caught my eye, and I go, wait a minute, what'd that say? So I looked, and there wasn't nobody behind me, so I backed up where I could read it. And I guess it's from the water company or something, but it was a sign that says that from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., the water's going to be shut off for whatever reason. I guess maybe they're working on something, going to cut on, go across under the road or something. I don't know what they're doing. But there's new big old subdivision, so I figure they probably got to run some water lines and tie, get ready to service all those folks, which means my water pressure will be even worse. It'll be down to a trickle probably. But anyway, and I'm thinking, well, I'm glad I decided to get out because, like I said, there's a lot of times there's days, if not a week or two, where I don't even leave my driveway, don't get in the car and go anywhere. And I just happened to go out and see that sign. So now I could probably get back okay because I'm, if they're going to shut it off at 9, I'm always up way before then and have my coffee stuff going and all that. So I'd probably be good there. But big old Jack, he drinks a lot of water. So I've got some gallon milk jugs and stuff that I'm going to make sure I get those topped off just in case there's something goes wrong and they take longer than the 3 or 4 hours that they're talking about. So, let's see here. I'm missing something. Big George says, wait, Dave, the trivia you throw out gives a good amount of comments to make. Good give and take. Yeah. Yeah. Group therapy, Lou says. All right. All right. Lou says he left Cali 22 years ago and haven't looked back. Yeah. Well, say that was back when it was still halfway decent when you were there. But that whole, I hate to say it because I have friends that a few of them anyway that live out there on, I call it the left coast. But all that whole area, the California, Oregon, and Washington, they're all nuts. They're just all nuts. I keep saying we need to build the border wall where it comes up to the east side of California and Oregon and Washington. Build it that way. Keep all them nutcases over there on the far left coast because I don't know. I don't know how people live out there now. I know some of them feel like they're trapped because it's so expensive that they can't, don't know how to get out. Let's see. David says 203 more to go. Yeah, he's talking about the what did I say? 103? Yeah, it's 203. I don't remember what I said, whether it was 200 or 100. Anyway, 203 sounds right. Sean says, how's the overhead camera setup coming along? It's coming along really good. I haven't run any more parts. I've still got to go get some hardware. And I'm still trying to figure out, I may have to redo some stuff because and I showed y'all in here, I think I made the stuff that my little webcam's going to fit in, but I'm thinking I might have to redo that now because if I get one of those camera switchers, I can't remember what the ATEM Mini is what I was looking at. They don't work with webcam, USB webcams. They work with HDMI connections. So I'm still trying to figure all that out. But yeah, I'm looking at it right now because the camera just happened to be, there it went, on my security camera that shoots out into my shop right there so I can see my stuff hanging down. But yeah, I've got a bunch of little different arms and knobs and stuff where you can loosen it up and swing it up and, tighten the knob back and get it up out of the way. And then it's, like I said, I'm short, so I don't have to get it very high before I can walk under it without knocking my head into it. And plus I, need to leave it short and, coming down far enough that I can reach it. Cause I don't want to have to get a step ladder or anything like that. I want to be able to do it all just from reaching up there and doing it. So I think, yeah, I keep, still counting on the fault line to help us out. Yeah. Remember that's what they used to talk about all the time. They said, yeah, California's going to fall off and go in the ocean. Uh, and I keep thinking about all those years ago when that was what everybody talked about. And I'm like, well, why hasn't that happened yet? Do us all a favor. But that's the other thing that I hate, because California's full of all them Hollywood types and stuff. And see, they try to say that Georgia's the new Hollywood of the South, and I'm like, we don't want to be the Hollywood of the South. Get all them jerks out of here. They're always building studios. Tyler Perry's big, rich dude who's always buying up old buildings and stuff and creating studios and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's all we need. Bring all them weirdos down here, ruin this area. It's like we don't have enough problems already. So who knows? I may have to move out of here one day. But anyway, I was thinking about something the other day, and I'm gonna ask you, and I just want to see a show of hands. Let's see, we've got 15 people in here watching now, I think. How many people, by a show of hands, well, when I say show of hands, just comment and say me or I have or whatever. How many of y'all have either read the book or seen the movie? Either one or both of 1984. Just curious how many, because I know we have kind of an older, mature group of folks in here. Just wondering how many have actually either seen the movie or read the book, or both. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Because I know, like I said, I know we've got an older. Paul's showing his hands there. Larry, George, Marcelo, David. Yeah, pretty much everybody. Looks like Rob in high school. Yeah. I read the book in high school. And I also have the DVD. So I can pop it in and watch it any old time. But I bought the DVD a while back, as well as a couple others. There's some other ones that will no doubt, as time goes on, be harder and harder to find because they won't want you to be able to watch them. But Fahrenheit 451 is another one, and Soylent Green is another one. But yeah, all of those people should watch, especially 1984. But let's see. What made me think of that is, as I was watching the news tonight, Ryan says, yeah, see, he's a youngster. Says, not read it, but I'm aware of it in the parallels to today. Yeah. Yeah, you should get the I don't know whether you can still rent it on Netflix or what. You might be able to. But yeah, you should check out because the video's good, just like the book. But I was watching the news today, and they were doing so-called news story about the climate change stuff. And they were talking about cows and how the whole problem is cows. They're farting too much, they're burping too much, and the insanity never stops. It really never stops. It's just crazy. But I'm sure they said they came up with, and they're working on this in New Zealand. I say it's probably some group that got a grant from the government or something. But anyway, they're figuring out something that they can feed the cows, and it will help with their little tummies. And I say tummies because it's plural, right? Don't cows have more than one stomach? I think they do. But anyway, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's something else. They'll probably make a law where farmers have to do this with their cows, and it'd probably be produced by Pfizer or, something like that. I swear. Anyway, let's get out of here. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Ryan says it was Aaron Rodgers' selection to his book club last week. Okay. Yeah, I bet you Aaron Rodgers knows a lot about it. So what they've done to him. Rob says George, fiction was having a hard time staying ahead of reality. Today, parodies are having a hard time staying ahead of reality. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. The book probably is better. But I'm lazy now. I don't like to read. I'd rather just pop something in and have a visual thing. But it's really good. It's really good. All of those are. Fahrenheit 451 is another good one. And you might, if you know which one I'm talking about and you've watched it, you might, back when you watched it, you might have thought, oh, that's crazy. That'll never happen. Yeah. Already is. Already is. All right. Let me get out of here. Let's get this Tuesday started. I got to carry something to the mailbox. I guess the mail didn't run yesterday. It was Columbus Day, or what are they calling it now? Indigenous Peoples Day or something. And I guess the mail carriers or the government gets a day off again, like they don't have enough days off. But anyway, I got to go put something in the mailbox. Jack will like doing that. So anyway, y'all have a awesome Tuesday. And I guess we'll be back for number 588 tomorrow. So y'all have a good one. See you.